Nathan. I'm the Director of Events for Iron Dog Canada. So just a couple things before we get started. I know Jackie has gone around and explained it to some of you, but if you have a dog, please try to remain a little farther from the blow up, and please no kids or people sitting or touching the blow up at all. Just keep a respectable distance from the blow up. So Iron Dog Canada is a dog organization. So has everyone heard of the Iron Man competition, right? Show a hand, try out, right? Swimming, biking, running. So Iron Dog, we offer various competitions. We have a triathlon for dogs, but we also specialize in obedience competitions and protection competitions as well. We want to show everyone that this is something that the average pet dog can do. Siki, heel. Good, good, heel. So this is called healing. No, good, heel. So we always want the dog in control, always follow where the handler is. Anytime I stop, the dog knows they have to sit, right? Heel. Good. Heel. Good job. Yeah. Heel. Good. So we always want focus from the dog. They should be looking up at us in attention at all times. Here. Good. Push. Different paces. Push. Good. Push. Good. Platz. Good. It's very common for working dog people to use different commands other than their English commands. I use my German commands, as is very common with police dogs, military dogs. The reason I do it is because I use my English commands for everyday life. If I'm at a park and I tell my dog to lie down, they know to lie down. But when I speak in a German command, my dog knows that I'm expecting some degree of precision. He needs to have a nice down and wait for the recall, right? Fuss. Yeah, good boy. So I'll reward him. So this is something what an average training session would look like for Iron Dog. Good. Good. Fuss. Good. Nice. Good. Fuss. Good. Platz. Platz. Good. Fuss. So when I say Fuss, the dog knows that he has to come back to basic position. The dog being beside the handler in a sit and offering attention, we refer to that as basic position. Fuss. Good. So what we wanted to show here today, Platz, is that dogs that do proper sport protection training should be very capable of living in a normal pet life, right? So people often see what we do and the way we handle the dogs and we train them to bite, and they think, why would you do that? You're making your dog aggressive. For those of you that have already interacted with Sakario at the test, you know that's not the case, right? So now I'm going to show you a different side of him. Ved, you ready? Stay. Ready? Ready? Watch. Ready? Good. So that is using a padded stick. It's not a hard stick. So what we do is we show the dog different pictures with what we call pressure, because when you have a protection dog, the average criminal is not going to allow themselves to be bit. They're going to hit the dog. They're going to try their best to get the dog off of them. So our dogs have to be able to work through pressure and still follow through, right? So Ved will free it up and I'll try to out Sakario, out. And Sakario will do a bark and hold, right? When he's barking at the suspect there, he's keeping the suspect in place until he sees movement. Once he sees movement from the decoy, he knows he's allowed to engage in the bite again. Good. I'll come grab his leash and we can do a little split, slip. You slip it. Good. And one thing we do, this is our way of rewarding the dog, is that we let the dog win the sleeve and walk around with it like they're parading it. That's his prize, right? Good. So Ved will agitate the dog a little bit, get him going. Yeah? Good. Ready? Whenever you're ready. So that's called an escape bite. Ved puts himself in a position where he's gonna run away from the dog. The moment he takes that step forward, the dog goes and engages the decoy. Sorry, you can do another out. Sticky out. Riviere. You tired? Ah. He's not gonna recall from there. Give him a bite. Yeah, nice, good. Good. And if you guys can see in the dog's attitude, this is something that the dog really enjoys doing. This is the equivalent of a dog that loves chasing their ball or playing tug of war with their owner. The dog sees this as like a big game of tug of war, essentially, right? Good. We do one more long send. Good. Good. Out. Here. Come. Yeah. Good. We'll do one more long send for you guys to see Sakario work, and then we'll put him away and bring out another dog. Ready? Oh. Ready? Ready? Break. Good. Good. So when in training, the decoy is seen almost like a dancing partner. The decoy and the dog are working together. When you have a good training decoy, the job is never to break the dog. We're always trying to build the dog. All those little steps that Ved makes where he's like faking pain, that makes the dog feel really good. The dog feels like they're winning, right? Good. You can slip it and then done. Good. You guys want to give him a hand? Thank you. Hold on. Want to give a very quick shout out to my brother, Ved and Lee. They're here from Ballistic Canine, which is a dog training company in London, Ontario. If you guys live in London or know anyone in London, needs help with training, they do from protection to obedience to tracking. Ved has worked with anti-poaching agencies in Africa to help dogs track down poachers and stop the poaching problem in Africa. Lee, who we have here handling his dog, is ex-military with his young dog Sapper. Sapper's about to turn a year old. He's a Dutch Shepherd. Dutch Shepherds are commonly used in the military, in law enforcement. They're some of the best dogs for the work. That's okay. So Sapper's a very young dog. His foundation started a few months ago when they got him, and he's been training ever since. He's just shy of a year old. So they're gonna try a bark and hold, which is when a suspect hides, the dog has to find the suspect and detain them there while barking, not biting. As you can see, the dog doesn't bite. He knows he has to go and detain the suspect while barking in one spot. Right? Then he gets the bite. That bite for these kind of dogs is the biggest reward you can give them. There's no cookie, there's no ball that's as rewarding as that man with the sleeve. So you see, it doesn't matter what you do to the dog, you can lift the dog up, the dog knows to fight through that pressure to come out winning. Lee's done an out and recall from the decoy and a send back to the bite. What Ved is doing there is called driving the dog. When the dog is on the bite, we're driving the dog, adding pressure. The dog has to stay courageous in that moment and keep on. like Sapper. Good. Give him a hand, guys. Good job. More, or are you guys done? Good. Last thing we're gonna do is a long send. So Ved will agitate the dog, right? We wanna make sure that the dog in this kind of situation is not after just the equipment, but they're keeping their eye on the man as well. So these are all some of the scenarios that we would see in competition when we host our trials. The dog has to be able to do all these things. Good. More importantly, the decoy's job, besides training the dog, is to keep the dog safe. So catching the dog properly, the moment that dog's feet leave the ground, the decoy's most important job is to bring that dog back to the ground as quickly and as safe as possible to avoid any injuries to the dog. All done. All right, give Sapper a hand, guys. He's all done. He can go under. I got him. Thank you. Got him, got him, got him. Sorry? He knows we're here. Let's go. All done. No. So this is Orcus. Some of you have met him as well. He's my 2-year-old American Bulldog. So he's also a family pet of mine, but we also work and compete in sport protection for Iron Dog as well. Right? Orcus here. Look. Come. Yeah, good boy. So Orcus already knows what he's here to do. As you can see in his demeanor, I haven't told him anything. He's already focused on what he wants to do. One thing I always tell people think that when we do this kind of work that we're doing it against the dog's will. These dogs love this. It's so fulfilling mentally, physically. It's some of the best exercise you can do for your dog, and you're giving them a job. These are breeds that don't do well just as family pets. These are working dogs. They're made for hunting, guarding, herding, whatever it may be. It's our job as responsible pet owners to give our dogs an outlet that allows them to thrive. As a dog trainer, I see so many dogs with frustration issues, and that leads to reactivity, aggression, whatever it may be, only because they don't have an outlet for all their energy. Prime example, Aussies or Corgis that chase kids or nip you in the heels. They're a herding dog. That's what they do. They need an outlet for all that frustration. That's why with these kind of dogs, we work them in protection work, because they're natural, gifted for that kind of job. You can come out. No, just padded stick. We'll just give him a bite first. Yeah, online, come up, give him a bite. Sit. Sit. Right, watch. Oh. Good job. Oh, nice. Good. I'm gonna drop the leash. Good. You can work him a little bit. Good. Good. Once again, Ved is adding some pressure. He adds a stick hit. Dog stays on the bite. That's a big reward for the dog. Good. We'll do it out, Revere. Orcus out. Revere. Revere. Good, nice. Good. Good. You can even take him to the ground if you want, let him have some fun. Yeah, right in the middle, good. Good. Ved's then gonna take the dog to the ground. He adds a little bit more pressure. The dog continues to fight through the pressure, right? Look at that tail wagging, right? Good. You can let him, you can slip it there. He won't do anything. Yeah. Good. Let's go, Orcus. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Here. Good. Yeah. Out. Good. Out. We'll do a long send. Ready, Orcus? Oh, ready? Ready? Flip. Orcus is a lot of dog. You can see in the way his body is. You see all the muscles in his shoulder. He's a very well-conditioned dog. That's the other part of having a dog like this. Just like the way us humans take care of our bodies, we go through a workout, we need to recover properly, eat properly. All these dogs get the same level of care. Warm up, recovery, proper diet, etc. Okay. You can slip and he's done. Okay. And as you can see, once he gets the sleeve, that's his biggest prize. He loves to parade it around for all his friends to see. Right? Good boy. Good boy, Orcus. Come. Yeah, good boy. Good. Let's go. All done. Let's go. Let's go. All done. Give a hand for Orcus, guys. He's all done. Come on. Let's go. So this is Lisa with Kade. Lisa has already gotten a few Iron Dog titles with her dog Kade. Kade is a Dutch Shepherd and Malinois mix. So she's doing a little bit of obedience. She's seeing when she leaves his side, does he resume that basic position all over again. Now, one thing you guys are gonna see that's different here, all the dogs before have been what we call sleeve dogs. They've been in a sleeve. Now you're gonna see Ed put on his bite suit, and this is what a suit dog looks like. So we teach the dogs to target the left bicep of the helper. Dogs know the difference. He knows he never goes for the right, never goes for a leg, never goes for a forearm, always grabs the decoy left bicep, right? Good to go? Yeah. You do a long send? Yeah, go for it. Here, Lisa. So you see here, the dog takes the bicep. Bites on the suit are a lot more painful for the decoy than the sleeve is. The sleeve has a lot of padding. All you really feel is the pressure. When you have the dog on the bicep, it's very uncomfortable if you've ever done it. Good. So when Ved is backing up like this and then pauses, he's waiting for the dog to counter. So we want the dogs to be pushing deeper into the bite. We don't want a dog that bites and pulls outward. We want a dog that grabs the bicep and is constantly pushing in, trying to swallow more and more of that suit. Then Kade performs an out guard, where he's told to out. What I always tell people is that this is something that takes a high degree of control. We're not just putting aggression into dogs and letting them bite at will. Your dog has to have a really high level of obedience even before you attempt any sort of bite work. Kade right away goes right back into obedience beautifully with Lisa, healing with him, downing for her. Another one. Now you'll see Ved using a clatter stick. It's a bamboo stick that's stripped down the middle about 6 times so that it rattles and makes some noise. And like I said, as before, the whole idea with any equipment we use is to teach the dogs to fight pressure. Ved takes the dog to the ground. That's a really big win for the dog, because in the dog's mind, he's like, wow, I just took this guy down. I feel really good. I feel really strong. That's a really big reward for the dog. Lisa will go up to her dog and pat him on the side, tell him, good boy, you're doing a good job. Good. You guys do out help? Yeah. So now you guys are going to see a scenario that we call out help. So Ved, who's already been taking bites, is also going to have Lee, his partner, put on a jacket. Kade is going to be sent to one decoy, fight him for a little while. Then he's going to be told to out and help his owner who's being attacked by another decoy. And we'll see how he responds. Okay? Is he? I'm gassed. Okay, fun bite for Kate. You're gonna come by the other decoy for the help? Yeah? Who's getting the first bite? So Kade's gonna be sent to bite Ved first, then he's gonna be told to out and come help his being attacked by the other decoy. When she outs him, give her a little shove. Right, so Kade is fighting one decoy, then he'll be told to out. Yeah. Good. So he was a little hesitant there, but then he realized the game he was playing and went perfectly for the other decoy. Good. So now Lee will now what we call slip the suit. So the same way that Ved gave the sleeve to Orcus to parade around, he'll now take off the suit to the best of his ability and give it to Kade to carry away his prize. Give a hand for Kade, guys. So one thing we also wanted to demonstrate is that it's not just big dogs that can do this. We have little guys that rock the bite work as well. So here we have Jackie with our little guy Batman. Some of you guys were able to meet him yesterday too. Batman also does bite work and loves doing what he does. Yeah, anything. So when trained properly and when you have the right motivation, you can train any dog to do this kind of stuff, whether it's a big breed, small breed, a herding dog, a guardian dog. They're all capable of doing it. It's okay, don't ask for it down. Good. Sorry? Yeah, we can leave the leash on. Should have kept his alternative collar on. Okay. Ready, Ved? Bicep. So same thing. Batman also bites the bicep. Get him, Batman, get him. Make some noise for Batman. Yeah. Go pat him up, go pat him up. Batman's small but mighty. He's a killer, man. He's a good dog. Good. Do one more little send and that's it. Good. He's already getting a little tired. That jump didn't have the same energy as the first one did. Good. As you can see, Ved can even pick up. Dog stays on the bike the whole time. With proper training and with proper targeting, we teach the dog they're not allowed to ever bite anywhere else, just the one location that they've been taught. Good. And all these dogs, when we do any sort of sport work, once Ved takes off the jacket, you can see him interact with the dogs. There's no degree of aggression towards the decoy. Like I said, the decoy in the suit is like a training partner. It's like a dance partner. What they're doing there is a dance where it takes two partners to give the dance, right, motion. Thanks, Jackie. Give a hand for Batman, guys. So our dogs, so there's different types of protection work. You have personal protection and you have sport. So Iron Dog Canada is a sport organization. All of these dogs are very equipment driven, which means they would never engage anyone that is not wearing any sort of equipment. But you do have actual protection dog training. That's something that Vet and his partner offer as well, where they actually do train dogs to bite in real scenarios should they ever need to, right? Law enforcement, military, guard dogs, etc. Make sense? Yeah, so, but all the dogs you see here today are all sport dogs. We all brought them out because they're all very social with people, all of them, right? So this is Stephanie with Blue. Blue is a 9-year-old American Bulldog, so he's a little bit older. So Steph is actually a breeder. She owns Roper American Bulldogs. She's by the London area as well. She actually also produced Orcus, the other white bulldog that was in earlier as well. This is Orcus's dad. And Blue is known for hitting a decoy really, really hard. Now that he's in his older years, he might have slowed down a little bit, but back in the day, Blue really used to crush some decoys. Yeah. They can have both equal. Typically, you'll see more males in the sport, but there are a lot of really, really good female dogs as well. Yeah. Good. And for context too, Steph also lives at home with her 2 young kids. The dog is great with the kids, great with other animals in her home as well. A really, really well-behaved dog. He's the picture of what a sport dog should be. A powerful dog that's not to be joked with, but can easily live at home with kids, smaller animals, etc. Very, very stable. So now they're just doing a little bit of control work around the decoy. Dog has to learn to keep his composure around the decoy once you reach a certain level in your training. Just step out of the way here. So Vet is going to use a can curtain, adds a little bit more pressure to the dog, makes the situation a little scarier. Dog learns to fight through the pressure and keep the bite. Good. So Blue is just working on his out. So if the dog's having a little bit of trouble outing, handler will then go in, lift the collar a little bit to let the dog know, I'm here, you have to let go. Then we reward the dog with another bite once they've outed the suit. The biggest thing when training protection dogs or even sport dogs is that the bite is a reward for the dog. And that's what some people have a really hard time understanding because they think that this is not something the dog wants to do. Good. That's a 9-year-old dog, guys. That's a lot of dog.